You guys to our overview tonight. For those of you that I have not previously met, my name is Todd. Normally, I'm broadcasting from Southern California, where I live. I live in a town called Temecula, about 1 hour north of San Diego. I've been right now about 1 hour outside of Philadelphia. But for my wife and I, this has just been one of those unbelievable, breathtaking, pinch ourselves kind of experiences. We got involved with the company because we had a daughter, our youngest daughter, that played college softball. And so we were traveling the country to catch all her collegiate games. We were living in hotels. We were living in rental cars. As you can imagine, this is getting expensive. And so we were receptive to the idea of saving money on travel. Well, we learned about the program. I've known the owner of this company since 1998. I live in the same town as the company, the same town as the owner. Everybody in town knows this guy. He was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, super successful guy. And he's like, hey, Todd, you got to try my new travel product. Because you can book travel without all of that artificial markup from Expedia, Priceline, all these other kind of guys. And I'm like, hey, I'll do anything because we were spending a fortune. And so we tried the product, and sure enough, we were booking hotels 50% off, sometimes only 30, sometimes 70. But as the other parents on the team saw the rates we were paying versus the rates they were paying, they were like, wait a minute, how'd you get that rate? I'm like, it's this travel thing we joined. I'm like, what travel thing and how do we join? And so what began as a way to save money on travel has now turned into a 7-figure business. And guys, we are everyday, normal, average people. My wife managed a Kohl's department store for 20 years. And it was only a couple of years ago when our income from this became 10 times what she was making at the Kohl's department store that she quit her job. And so today all we do is we travel, vacation, have fun. And it seems like the more fun we have, the more money we make. And what's better is that our story is not unique. As you look around the company, we share it with our good friends Daryl and Maria Roberts. They were baseball parents. We were softball parents. They told all the other baseball kids, all the other baseball parents, and then they told people who told people their business boomed. They will make over $500,000 this year with our company. Now, we told other people, some of them were nurses, some were shy, some were quiet, some were introverted, some were extroverted. I tell people, I don't care who you are, where you live, what language you speak, what religion you practice, every person that's out telling the story, because we're in 66 different countries now, everyone that's out sharing the story are having the same type of results that we're having, that Daryl and Maria are having. People are traveling for less. People are getting to go on vacations for virtually nothing. People are sharing this story with other people. They're making money. They're having fun. So let's kind of get into the details here. Now, number one, the name of our company is Travorium. We are doing things in travel that no company has ever done before. And I believe that documentation beats conversation. I will document that here throughout the presentation as we go. Now, I was just in Nice, France, well, I guess 4 weeks ago. And at the end of the event, we walked across the street, took a picture. That's some of the team, probably about half the team was there that day. But guys, I don't speak French. Right, but I got this massive team in France. They love this thing. It's spreading all across Europe. And every time new customers sign up and say, this is great, we're making money from people in languages we don't even speak. People that are in different time zones. I mean, now it's 9 o'clock on the East Coast. It's 6 o'clock on the West Coast. And in France, it's 3 a.m. But soon I'll be going to bed and they'll be waking up. And while I'm snoozing and snoring, guess what? They're going to be out telling people about the company. I'll be making money while I sleep. I'm going to show you how to do the exact same thing. That is a picture of our beautiful home office in Southern California. We also happen to have a satellite office in Madrid, Spain. We're opening up an office in Kazakhstan as we speak. We have customer service in multiple languages. The company's in its 12th year in business. We've paid out millions in commissions all around the globe. The paychecks go out on time, every time, as they have for the past 12 years. Now, that is a picture of our CEO and founder. Again, he was a finalist for Entrepreneur of the Year, Inc. magazine, one of the more prestigious business publications on the planet. Says, hey, look, this guy's one of the better entrepreneurs on the planet. And our company does one of 3 things. Number one, showing people how to book at the travel agent rate, how to book without all of the artificial markup. There's huge markup in travel. You may not know that now. You soon will. I'm going to get to that point here in a couple of moments and show you when you strip away the markup, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, I can book stuff half the price. Yes, you're going to get excited. If you refer 3 people to our membership, you tell 3 other people how they can save big time money on travel. You invite them to one of our live pricing demonstrations. Where we open up Expedia, we open up our site, we do a side by side. They can see it with their own eyes. They're like, oh my gosh, send me a link. When you tell 3 other people, you're going to be earning travel points, okay, on an ongoing basis at no ongoing cost to you. And you can apply those travel points for amazing vacations all over the world. No blackout dates, no contracts, none of that kind of stuff. You can book 24/7, 365. If you can dream it, you can book it. You're going to love it. Finally, for some of you, as an option, if you so choose, you may decide to turn fun into fortune, passion into profit, and you'll find out that you can earn money from home, showing others how to save big time money on travel. Now, when you look at the travel industry, it happens to be the single largest industry in the world. In fact, it is currently twice the size as the oil industry, and it's expected to grow by 50% in the next 9 years alone. This is an article right here from Bloomberg Finance. See the Bloomberg up here in the upper left-hand corner, and you can see that travel is going to grow by 50% increase over its 10 trillion current value. So travel is going to go from 10 trillion to 15.5 trillion in the next 9 years. Guys, we're bringing a brand new model to travel. I'm going to show that to you in a moment. It's different than what has been done. People love it. We're booming. We're exploding. But understand this, that if we only capture 1/4 of 1% of the $15 trillion travel industry, that makes us a $38 billion company, bigger than Netflix. I'm not suggesting that's what's going to happen. What I'm suggesting is that this industry is so massive, so colossal. And you are soon going to know that we can show people how to book travel for half the price. We can show people how to take amazing vacations every year for virtually nothing. And when you understand that fundamental truth, you're like, wait a minute, this industry is so big and this company is still so new. My dreams can come true if I simply get involved. If you were a janitor at Microsoft back in the day when they were getting started, it didn't matter what you did. You could have been a programmer at Microsoft. You could have been a secretary at Microsoft. You could have been an executive. You could have been a janitor. The company boomed. Everybody made a lot of money. If you want to make money, you got to find out where the growth is. And guys, right now, our company is doing this. We are exploding. All you got to do is decide to be a part of that. Now, when it comes to saving people money on travel, we do it in all of the normal ways: hotels, resorts, rental cars, cruises, excursions, show tickets, concert tickets, NFL tickets, shopping, dining, all those kind of things. Myriad of ways you're going to make a lot of money. Now, here's the dirty secret in the travel business. This is the thing that nobody seems to know, is the fact that 2 companies control the entire space. And these same 2 companies go to great lengths to hide the fact that they own all of the other companies. And the way you know that is that all of the other companies, for example, Expedia, Orbitz, Hotels.com, Trivago, Hotwire, Travelocity, Cheap Tickets, Car Rentals, they're all owned by Expedia. But they all have their own website. They all have their own logo. They have their own commercials. And when you go to look up a price for something, they all have a slightly different price. Now, it's all close to the same price, but it's all different. It's the same company, guys. They're trying to make you believe you're shopping. Well, hey, they got a little different price over here. They're making you think you're price shopping, but you're not. And the 2 companies own everything you can think of. Now, I told you the documentation beats conversation. So rather than take my word for it, I want to play a quick clip. This comes from NBC News, investigative reports. Here we go.
If you go to online travel sites and scour them looking for the best hotel deal, you may be actually wasting your time.
NBC4 consumer investigator Randy Mack is here to explain how that works.
That's right. There's a reason these deals look similar. And the problem is that these third-party sites often fall under the umbrella of 1 or 2 companies. So while you think you're searching for multiple companies looking for the very best deal, every deal you're considering may actually be from the same company.
Kind of claim to have the best deals.
It seems like there's a lot of competition.
I've used Expedia, Trivago, there's Booking.com.
Always looking for a bargain. I like to see the red numbers that make you think like you're getting a good deal.
But that may not be the case.
Almost all those sites are owned by 1 of 2 companies.
According to the nonprofit Consumer's Checkbook, Expedia and Booking Holdings owns 95% of third-party booking sites. That means shopping around may be a waste of time, and Checkbook says calling the hotel directly won't land you a better deal. They're hesitant to undercut the booking sites.
So that very last line, calling the hotel directly, isn't going to land you a better deal because they're hesitant to undercut the place they get all of their business from, right? Go imagine, right? because Expedia says, hey, if you undercut our price, we'll just take your hotel off our website. And now the hotel lost all their business. Enjoy bankruptcy, right? So no one's going to do that. So let me give you a real world example to help you guys understand the travel business. Now, here on the screen, that's the daughter. I'm at her house right now. That's her and her husband having their first baby tomorrow, right? Well, when they got married a couple of years ago, they wanted to take their honeymoon to the Maldives. They wanted to get that bungalow you see there on the screen right this moment. And from Expedia, it was 10 grand. On our site, same room, same date, same everything, it was 6 grand. Now people say, wait a minute, how did you guys get a better rate than Expedia? And when you understand this one fundamental truth, you'll understand more about the travel business than 99% of the people on the entire planet. Ready? We don't have a better rate than Expedia. $6,000 is the rate. Expedia chose to mark it up from the rate of 6 grand to 10 grand. Then they chose to buy up every travel site you can think of, so that when you price shop, all you see is 10 grand. And if you called the hotel directly, as you just heard from NBC News, they won't undercut their price for fear that they'll get kicked off the platform and go bankrupt. They'll be like, yeah, 10 grand, that's the rate. When the actual rate is 6 grand. Guys, you now know more about the travel business. That's how it works than 99% of the public out there. If you want further proof of that, all you have to do is Google the top 10 internet companies in the world. Amazon, Google, Facebook, Alibaba, eBay, Netflix, all the usual suspects. On that list, what do you know? Priceline and Expedia. Now remember, they don't own anything travel related. They don't have a hotel. They don't have a car rental agency, right? I mean, how are they making billions? Because they own a monopoly. And what we're doing, guys, is bringing a different model. Rather than marking all the hotels up and the rental cars up and all that type of stuff, we use the Netflix model. So when you think about Netflix, they don't make money selling movies. They make money selling a membership that allows you to watch an unlimited number of movies. Well, guys, as a company, we don't make money selling travel. We make money selling a membership that allows you to book travel without all of the artificial markup so that you can book for 40, 50, 60, 70% less. Let me give you an actual example. So if you look at the bottom of the screen, look at the middle slide, very bottom, you'll see that's Expedia.com. And then over here, there's Travorium.com. You can see these are the identical room, identical date, identical everything. Now, over here on the far, far right, you'll see the big red arrow. Expedia's price is $154.81. You'll see our price is $38.71. You're thinking, wait a minute, how did you guys get a better rate than Expedia? One more time, we do not have a better rate than Expedia. $38.71 is the rate. Expedia chose to mark it up to $154.81. How do you think they pay for those tens of millions of dollars in commercials you see on television? How do you think they afford Captain Kirk, the Priceline negotiator? That guy ain't cheap. He costs 7 figures, right? Where's that money coming from? It's coming from taking the wholesale price of $38 and saying, hey, we'll sell it to you for $154. What we're doing is say, hey, pay the monthly fee. You can book it for the wholesale price and save an absolute fortune, right? Now, as good as all that is not what made us big. What made us big is what I'm about to show you next. It's our Dreamcation platform. And this is where we can show anybody, anywhere, any budget, how to have a 4- and 5-star vacation, kind of vacations that most people have never had. Most people go to the Holiday Inn, they go to the motel, but I'm talking 4- and 5-star type properties, right? 4- and 5-star vacation every single year. I don't care who you are, where you're from, what budget. Now, I'm going to show this to you from our platinum perspective. It's our number one seller by far. And in this product, you're going to get not 1, but 2 vacations every 12 to 14 months, okay? I'm simply going to show you the kinds of vacations you're about to become accustomed to. Now, right here on the screen, you'll see this beautiful resort. This is in the Canary Islands. You can come here for 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. This is one of the 2 trips you get every 12 to 14 months. Maybe you'd rather go to Disney. And here you're going to get a full kitchen with a dining room, a living room, flat screen TV, fireplace, separate bedroom with a jacuzzi tub in it. Now it's the honeymoon suite, right? You're going to be here for 7 nights, 8 days right outside of Disney. And you're going to be here for $10 a day. Your total price for all 8 days, $84. Maybe you'd really get a 2-bedroom. You can see the pictures, absolutely gorgeous. Also, right outside of Disney. And the 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, full kitchen is $204.99 for all 8 days. That's one of the 2 vacations you're going to get every 12 to 14 months. Now, I just got back from this place here a few weeks ago. This is Sicily, Italy. I'll play the video for you. Arrived at the World Tour here in Sicily, Italy. We are at an all-inclusive resort. All of the food, all of the drinks, all of the high-end restaurants. I mean, everything's included. And we are here for virtually nothing after trading in our platinum points. And oh, by the way, if you tell 3 other people how they can legitimately save big-time money on travel, you get to earn those platinum points at no ongoing cost to you. Take those free points and turn them in for trips just like this all over the world. By the way, there's my wife, Miss Gina. All right, maybe if you don't want to go to Sicily, you can also go to Cabo San Lucas. Here we go. This is a place down in Cabo San Lucas. It is a 5-star property. We were here 7 nights, 8 days for nothing. This is one of the 2 trips you get every 12 to 14 months. Of course, there's my wife there on the balcony once again. Hi, honey. And then, of course, we're here ocean front. That's a swim-up bar down there. Obviously, you can walk down to the beach. We leave the door open all night and hear the waves crash all night long. They got amazing restaurants at this place. Up on the roof, they have an infinity pool. Looks like it runs off the edge of the building, and behind you is the ocean. I mean, the selfies are incredible. But guys, we have these kinds of places all over the world. Where do you want to go? The United States, Mexico, Canada, Caribbean, Europe, Australia, South America, Central America, Asia, Africa, the Middle East. All of those menus open up, and you get to like the sub menu. So if you look at the third one from the left, you'll see where it says Delaware. Then it says Florida, Disney area, Florida other, Florida East Coast, Florida West Coast, Florida Panhandle, Florida North, Florida South, right? And so it starts breaking it down into like little tiny sections so you can pinpoint where you want to go. Well, that's true for all of the countries on there. Now, people always ask the question, okay, Todd, is this a timeshare? Guys, hashtag we are not. Ooh, ick. Never, ever, ever do a timeshare. Ever, ever, never do it. Okay? Don't care how good they make it sound. Never, ever. We are hashtag not a timeshare. Do I have to go to a presentation? Absolutely not. Are there any blackout dates? No. Is it hard to get a room? No. Are there any contracts? No. Are there any penalties? No. Do I have to do this? No. Do I have to do that? No. What about this? No. Let me say it in Japanese. No. This whole program is based on want to, not have to, okay? And so, guys, there's no lack of inventory. There's 480,000 weeks. This very moment you can book. Now, to prove that to you, look at the far right-hand, the slide on the far right-hand side. I did this search June 1st, okay? I did the Florida Disney area alone. So just that little tiny area of Disney. And you can see that for the June 1st date, 69 different places came up. Does it sound like it's hard to get a room? I mean, you can book a room 365, 24/7. You don't like the program? Cancel anytime you wish. No blackout dates, no contracts, none of that. Our program is based on the fact that people love it. And oh, by the way, if you tell 3 other people how they can legitimately save big time money on travel, at that moment, you are now earning more than you're spending. You're going to be earning commission every month from those 3 people, and that commission covers your monthly membership. So they take your monthly membership straight out of the commissions cover it, right? Comes straight out of your commissions. It's no longer coming off your credit card. And so you're enjoying the entire benefit at no ongoing cost to you. You're still getting all those travel points every month. You're still taking 2 trips a year all over the world, right? Living the life of O'Reilly, and the program's not even costing you anything on an ongoing basis. And that's a big part of what we're doing here, guys. We're showing moms and dads how to take their families on incredible vacations all around the world without tapping into the already stretched family budget. Now, from there, we have places in Dubai. My wife and I were here back in the early spring. We were at a place called the Grand Blank. We're recording, so I can't say the name of the property when we're showing the price. We are contractually prohibited from telling people the name of the property and the price and the public domain. So we're streaming to Facebook right now, or if we were streaming to YouTube or television or billboards, so you're not allowed to put the price and the public domain. Now, we do private Zooms. So if I were to shut off the Facebook, I could tell you it's the Grand Blank. And we did that an hour ago. I mean, the hour before this Zoom, no recordings. We open up Expedia, we open up our site, we, shade the names of the properties and the places, and you'll be blown away, right? But this is the Grand Blank. It's a name you would all know, synonymous with luxury. It is a 5-star property oceanfront. If you look at the top of this tower right here, get my mouse, that is not a UFO. Okay. That is a restaurant that spins 360 degrees. Okay. Now, when you're in Dubai, they have all the chefs up there. And Dubai is the number one tourist destination for that part of the world. So people from Asia, people from India, people from Europe and the United States. Obviously, they got Arabic food there. So when you're up there, they have all of these breakfast dishes from all of the different countries. I mean, they got the chefs, they got the omelets any way you want, every kind of juice, every kind of fruit, every kind of pastry. When you're done with breakfast, you ain't going to need lunch. Breakfast is included. You are here 6 days, 5-star property. They have an ice skating rink in the middle of the hotel. I mean, it's amazing. They call it, I almost said the name of it. It's a blank galleria. Okay. And so they have a whole shopping thing in there. They got a grocery store in there, pizza place. There's a Baskin Robbins inside the place. And so you're going to be there for 6 days, $49. And you're going on 2 vacations like that every year. You want to go to Malaga, Spain, oceanfront, $99. You want to go to Portugal. I mean, look at the pictures here. $99. You want to go to Montego Bay like my boy Adam. He's going there with a big team of people in the fall. All the food, all the drinks, everything included. Alcohol included. When you go to the El Dorado Steakhouse at this particular property, you can say, you know what? Bring me 3 ribeyes, 2 fillets. Yeah, you bring me some of that lobster. I'll take 4 beers, 6 wines. Yeah, bring me a couple of the baked potatoes, some of the vegetables. Guys, it's all included. I mean, bring your appetite. You're going to come home 5 pounds heavier, but you're going to be here in this amazing resort that's oceanfront. You're going to be here for 5 days, all the food, all the drinks for less money than the cost of a cheap motel. You want to go to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. I was here in the spring, oceanfront room, all the food, all the drinks, everything included, $129. You want to go to Las Vegas, Nevada. They just built this place. It's a $4.5 billion 5-star property. You are there for $49 total price. Now, guys, you can't go to the Roach Motel where they steal your towel for $49, but you can be at one of the nicest places in the entire world with that view, you, your spouse, your kids, and your total price is $49. You want to go to Venice, Italy. You want to go to Cairo, Egypt, Istanbul, Turkey, the beaches of Hawaii, Crete, Greece, Bordeaux, France, Thailand. I'm simply trying to give you a taste of the kinds of places you're going to be going all over the world. And to get involved with our company, to get involved with our membership, we have 3 different levels. We have our small, we have our medium, and we have the one that everyone actually buys. Now, let's start with the small. It is $69 one time only. And then 30 days later, it is $52 a month. Now, what am I getting for my $52 a month, $600 a year? You're getting to book at the travel agent rate. So my wife and I were just in Vegas. We stayed at a place named for a famous city in the United States, okay? Right on the strip. One of the biggest cities in the world. You'll probably figure it out. Anyway, so we were there. We saved $200 a night. We were there 3 nights, paid for an entire year's with a membership on one rink-dink little visit to Las Vegas, Nevada. My buddy Jeff Miner had to rent a truck, saved $1,400 on his truck rental. One truck rental, 2.5 years with a membership. My good friend Alicia Davis wasn't even sure she'd get 4 Beyonce tickets. Went to our site, saved $1,500 on our Beyonce tickets, 2.5 years with a membership. My friends Norman and Annette had friends buy Dallas Cowboy tickets, $1,800, 3 years worth of membership off one purchase of Dallas Cowboy tickets. Guys, I'm simply trying to demonstrate that if you travel, if you shop, if you dine, if you do any of these kind of activities, you are going to save way more than the cost of the membership. Now, the medium membership, it is $22 more per month. What am I getting for my extra $22? You're getting 1, 4, and 5-star vacation every single year. Well, guys, $22 times 12 months. What's that come to? Let's just go do the math here. Open up our calculator, say, 22 times 12. So for an extra $264, I'm getting a 5-star vacation every single year. Now, the pricing's not quite as good as I showed you throughout the presentation. For example, I showed you guys a place in the Canary Islands, and I said I get to go there for free. If you were a titanium customer, what I'm showing you right now, you would have to pay about $100 to go there. So it's going to cost you 100 where I can go there for nothing. So your price is slightly higher than mine, not by a ton, just by a little bit, but you're getting an amazing vacation, 4 and 5 star every year for the extra $22 per month. And then there's our platinum, the number one seller. Almost everybody does the platinum. It is the greatest value by far, not even close. And it's $269 one time only. And then it's $135 per month starting 30 days later. Here I'm getting 2 4 and 5 star vacations every 12 to 14 months, plus everything else I just talked about. Now, if I also choose to do the license agreement for $79, I get the replicated website, the ID number, the back office, I get the marketing videos, they do the tracking, the training, all those kind of things. It means that I'm going to take my $269 for the platinum plus the $79. So I'm going to pay $349 one time today. Starting 30 days from now, I paid the $135 per month. Okay. So $349 to get started, then it's $135 per month. And oh, by the way, if I tell 3 other people how to buy the same membership at that moment, my membership's being paid for with the commissions I'm earning from the company. So when I tell 3 people, no longer coming off my credit card. Further, if I'm working the business like a business with an intention for a profit, I can write off my house, my spouse, my kids, meals, travel, entertainment, cell phones, miles in your automobile. You guys can Google this. You can buy best-selling books on this. You can connect with a local CPA about this. I recommend you do all 3. In fact, if you sit down with your own CPA, they're going to outline for you that, yeah, you can save roughly $5,000 to $6,000 a year in taxes. The membership only costs $1,500. You're saving 4 times as much in taxes as it even costs for the membership. Your own CPA is going to look at you and say, whose side are you on? Are you wanting to send your money to the government, to the IRS, or would you rather have a home-based business and they send $5,000 to $6,000 back your way? I mean, whose side are you on? And you can validate that with your own CPA. Don't take my word for it. Go see a local competent tax professional. You'll be blown away. You're going to save lots of money every year. Your kids will be thanking me one day. All right. Now from there, you begin to build the business. And the way you do that is by telling 3, year 3, tell 3. It kicks in what I call the social sharing ripple effect. By the way, just this past weekend, my oldest daughter went and saw the movie Twister. So, oh, hey, what a great idea. I mean, we love Twister. It's the new version they did. She goes, oh my gosh, it's great. You got to go see it. So we went and saw it. I told my buddy Ryan about it. My buddy Ryan went and saw it. He told his sister-in-law about it, told his kid about it. They went and saw it. I mean, one person, and here comes the ripples, right? It's like dropping a rock in the pond. You told someone who told someone who told someone who told someone who told someone, and the ripples begin to spread. Well, as those people begin to tell people and their people begin to tell people, then there's more and more ripples that spread. Now, let me put this in more of a context. Think about Facebook and Instagram. They have 3 billion users. 40% of the global population signed up for that platform. And yet they have never, ever advertised. How do you get 40% of the population to sign up for something when you've never advertised? And you think back and you're like, oh, that's right, I forgot. I told my friends, and my friends told their friends, and their friends told their friends, their friends told their friends, the social sharing ripple effect. All of that made Mark Zuckerberg, who owns Facebook and Instagram, the 8th richest man in the entire world. He just bought a $500 million yacht, by the way. And when I first read about his $500 million yacht, I mean, it's a big number, right? But okay, he's got a $500 million yacht. Well, what really struck me is when I read that he had to buy a $30 million boat, which he'll never go on ever, just to support the $500 million yacht. So I have a $30 million boat, which brings out the food and all the people and the chefs and all this kind of different stuff, right? To support my $500 million yacht. It's like, and all that happened because you told your friends, who told their friends, who told their friends. Now, I don't know about you, I didn't get a postcard, not even a Christmas card saying, hey, thanks for the billions, babe, thinking about you. Nothing. We did it for free. Well, if you're gonna, I mean, why not do it in a way that it can compensate your family? And the number one thing shared on social media is travel. Nobody goes on vacation without doing a photo dump. The only difference with us is that when they go on vacation, they don't just brag about where they're at. They brag about the price they paid. And then their friends are like, whoa, 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 you're where? Dubai for $49? Come on. How did you get that price? It's this travel thing I joined. What travel thing? Tell you what, I'll send you a video. Check it out. If you dig it, great. If not, hey, that's okay too. You might want to hop on their live pricing demonstration. They open up Expedia and the site. You got to see it with your own eyes. You can hop on their Facebook page. We can invite you to our Facebook page where you can see 9,500 customers that are traveling, posting their pictures, their videos. This very moment, we got 166 people in Cancun. I mean, you're going to see that site blow up with all the people that are down there in Cancun, all the food, all the drinks, everything included, having the time of their life, right? They're all the social proof is there. And then they tell somebody who tells somebody, just dropped a rock in the pond. Then you go on another trip, you post it on social media. Someone else comes to you and says, oh my gosh, how'd you get that rate? This travel thing I joined. What travel thing? And you dropped another rock in the pond. Now the ripples are beginning to spread out. The bigger those ripples get, the bigger the check our company's going to write you every single week. Now, the reason that's a big deal, this is on the screen, Warren Buffett. He happens to be the fifth richest man in the entire world. And this is his quote. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until the day you die. And the reason I emphasize that point is that is not what is currently being taught in school. We're taught, hey, go to school, get good grades, get a degree, get a job. It's all going to be okay. It ain't going to be okay. People have figured out it ain't going to be okay, which is why the fastest growing segment of the global economy happens to be the gig economy. And the USA alone, 70 million people. We only got 300 million here. 70 million have signed up for a side hustle. They're doing Uber, they're doing Lyft, they're doing DoorDash, Instacart, they're doing Airbnb, they're doing eBay, Amazon, TikTok, YouTube, all kinds of crazy stuff, right? But none of those things make you money while you sleep. We do. And to show you the power of this, on the screen, that's Pastor Deborah Taylor, Pastor Guy Taylor. Pastor Guy got involved with our business. I was telling people, got to a couple grand a month in the business, and then he had a lot of health issues, needed a kidney transplant. The good pastor went to be with the Lord. And although Pastor Guy was gone, that $2,000 per month check, that check is not gone. That check remains. That check continues to come in every single month. The only question is, who does the check go to? Does it go to your kids, your spouse, your dog, your goldfish? I mean, who are you leaving the money to, right? Well, in this case, it went to his grandkids. They were Ava and Gracie. They were 4 years old and 6 years old. The money goes into a trust account and gets invested on their behalf. 31 months later, the check went from 2 grand a month, 24 grand a year, and had a significant six-figure residual income. You're thinking, now, wait a minute, how can a guy that's no longer even here, he's up with the Lord, have his check go from 2 grand a month to a six-figure residual income? Remember the stone and the pond and the ripples that spread? It's the social sharing ripple effect. If you show people how to do the one thing they've always wanted to do, travel, at a price they never knew was possible, and we can prove it, it's not a big surprise that someone tells someone else. I mean, just like you told people about Twister. I mean, what'd you get out of that? Nothing, but it was a great movie. So I told people. I went to Dubai for $49. Oh my gosh, I told everybody. And so as you tell more and more people, then they go and they tell people, the group gets bigger, the check gets bigger, and it creates this incredible financial stream of income that comes in month after month, that even when you pass on, your relatives or whoever you love and care about, whoever you leave it to, they will inherit that stream of income. Now, I'm going to walk you through the mechanics of our competition program. It begins by telling three, okay? And we are a binary competition program, binary meaning two. And so you have a left leg and you have a right leg. So let's say for a moment I were to bring on my buddy Andrew Bryant, and I put Andrew in my right leg. But then I also bring on Desiree. I got Desiree in my left leg, okay? If I were then to bring on Diana, I probably put Diana down below Desiree. But then if I were then to bring on David, I would put David down below Andrew. So I'm just building two legs straight down, okay? So let's assume that I brought on four people. I got two on the left, two on the right, want to keep the legs even. From here, you go on vacation. You and I are hanging out together, having a great time. And when you come back, you find out that you're four people, all invited a couple people each to our Facebook page, to our live pricing demonstration, to a Zoom like this. You come back, you find out you got 8 customers in your left leg, 8 customers in your right leg, and your check is $400 to $700 a month and just residual passive income. Well, from there, you're 8 people on each side, happen to tell a couple people each. You got 25 customers in your left leg, 25 customers in your right leg. You are now earning $1,500 to $2,500 a month. Now, by the way, this is where Pastor Guy Taylor was when he passed away. He was doing about $2,000 a month. Well, clearly his 25 people on each side kept telling people because his check kept going up. And so those 25 on each side told a couple people each. You got 63 customers in the left leg and 63 customers in the right leg. You are now earning ballpark $3,000 a month. Those 63 tell one person each. You got 125 customers on each side. You're earning $4,000 to $5,000 per month. And if you can just get just half of them to tell one person each, you are now an ambassador in our company. You're making $10,000 to $12,000 per month in ongoing residual income. Now, at this level, you're making $125,000 to $145,000 a year. But more importantly than the money is the fact that for most people around the world, like in Europe, teachers make a few grand a month. You just quadrupled their income. And the Canary Islands, they make $1,000 per month. You just 12x their income or 10x their income. And in the Solomon Islands, they make $1,500 a month. In the United States, the average American makes 50 grand a year. I mean, you've over doubled their income. For most people on the planet, I now have enough money to quit my job. I have plenty of money coming in, but I have all of my time. I'm in both control of time and money, something that only 1% of the population's ever done. Because you can meet people, they have a lot of money, but they got no time. And you can meet people that have a lot of time, but they got no money. And the holy grail is when I have both time and money. You are now in the top 1% of people in the world. And we've had people do what I just showed you right here in 4 months. We've had people do it in 5 months. We've had multiple people do it in 6 months. Multiple people do it in 7 months and 8 months. Lots and lots of people do it in under 12 months. Even more in less than 24 months or 18 months. I mean, I got a lady, her name is Tanya Andrikoff, and she's a single mom working 2 full-time jobs, and she got here in 18 months. Single mom working 2 full-time jobs, 18 months. She no longer has those jobs. She's doing what she wants, when she wants, with whom she wants, anytime she wants, and her income is still going up. She didn't stay at 10, 12 grand a month. Her income is going up, right? This is the beginning, not the end. But you're in control of time and money at this particular moment in time. Now, further, when you become an ambassador, you have 2 vacations a year from the product. Well, when you become an ambassador, they give you 2 more vacations completely free of charge. And these include airfare. So as an example, I did an event in Puerto Vallarta, Mexico in the spring. The company says, look, we'll give you the oceanfront room completely for free. All the food and drinks, free. Here's some airline money. Fly down there, do a training. The whole thing's free. We get 2 additional vacations every year. So I got 2 from the product and 2 because I'm an ambassador. Well, guess what? My wife is also a member. So we got 4, 2 from my account, 2 from her account, plus 2 more. We became an ambassador. You get a vacation every other month, right? So people say, man, Todd, you guys are always gone. Oh, we got 6 vacations a year for nothing. Plus, we use the travel portal and book stuff for 40, 50, 60, 70% off. So, I mean, guys, you can have the most incredible lifestyle. Further, you get our Louis Vuitton experience. We'll be doing that this upcoming fall in Cancun. And so all of our ambassadors will get flown to Cancun. Here's airfare money. Put them up a 5-star resort, all the food, all the drinks, guys. For those of you coming, we got upgraded to the TRS section. It's just a nicer section. They have all these exclusive restaurants you get to go to, exclusive pools you get to go to. You're in the nicest section of a 5-star property, okay? And you're going to have the limousines pick you up, take you over to Louis Vuitton. There's a private salon there. They're going to have champagne, macaroons, cappuccinos, little desserts and finger food. You'll each be given a personal shopping assistant, and you're going to go shopping on the company credit card. Now, further, when you become an ambassador, the company's going to give you an additional position completely free of charge. Now, this brand new position, it's below your initial position. So as you put people in this new position, it's going to earn you new income here while driving the income here even higher. I now have 2 streams of revenue. I'm double dipping. Now, when I get that new position to 10 grand a month, guess what? They're going to give me another brand new position. And that brand new position, position number 3, I'm driving another income there. which is driving a higher income to position number 2, which is driving a higher income to position number 1. And then guess what? They give me another brand new position. All of these positions can make over $96,000 per month. There's no lack of how much money you can make with the company. The only question is how many people are you willing to go out and share this with? How many people are you willing to go out and bless? And so with that, guys, we're going to bring this to a close for the evening.